Konbanwa minasan, this is Chronicle. Okay, I'm gonna introduce this character, Matia, and even though they released her as a Genesis unit, but actually she is from the ancient, from the past, before the Genesis. And also, she is the very first Sephira or Sephiron character. So basically she is Nimu or Emma ancestor, And then right now I don't have her mementos yet, so I equip with this Julia mementos, and then with these gears, and I only master her second gate, the rest is only 2 or 3 or 0. And then with the physical attack set and area attack set, or single attack set, either way. And then with the pierce attack or slash attack, either way. And then critical rate, and then critical. And then either you can increase her strike resistance or magic resistance, since her strike or magic resistance is actually pretty high, thanks to her passive and leader skill and mementos. But of course you can increase her other resistance if you want. And next is her Kaigan Laser. Okay, her overall status is quite balanced. It increases her HP, attack, and strike resistance. So it's quite nice. And then next is her leader skill. It increases the HP, slash, pierce, and strike resistance for the dark units. And then if you master her target, this slash and pierce fit into all attack 20%, so that the total damage should be increased by 35% and 35% for the slash and pierce, and along with the other types of attack 20%. Okay, next is her main sub and master ability, and I'm going to talk about it at the training arena. Okay, let's go. Okay, her overall status is about this high with this little skill, and then let's see her normal attack. And as you can see, she can attack the enemy one straight line, so it's considered an area attack. And the damage is about this high, and then this high. And then next is, this skill will nullify the opponent buff and also reduce the physical attack and magic attack for 2 turns. So it's quite good for PvP and some of the health quests, but then it will also target your allies. And then the shooting range is actually pretty far, 1 to 7. And the AoE is a cross, so that she can easily target the enemy from the far range. Okay, next is, this skill is a water slash attack, and also very powerful against the fire unit, and along with the berserk status and healing disable status. And then during the healing disable status, the opponent will have slash and pierce resistance down. So this skill is actually quite good for PvP, arena, and even raid boss or hell quest. All types of quests, especially against Victoria and Cabellus. Bird and dog. And then the damage is about 8.4k, and then about 9.5k. And then next is, this is a dark pierce attack, and also reduce the enemy speed for 3 turns, as well as she will have the status immune for 2 turns, and all of her skill jewel cost will reduce for 3 turns. So this skill is also very good as well. And then the damage is about this high, and then about this high. And the AoE is a 2 times 5. It's pretty big, and then you can target about this far away. Okay, next is, okay, for this last skill, it's pretty interesting. It's a dark pierce attack, and then with the critical and with HP regen, and then it will increase all of her damage except for the human type, and also raise the opponent critical rate before the skill attacks for 1 turn. And also, after when you use this skill, will change into another skill, which is a 5-hit pierce attack, but then other than that, it's still the same. Everything is the same, it's only just a 5-hit attack. And after when you use the 5-hit attack skill, it will change into area 5-hit attack skill. So basically, it's a combo skill. But then the skill power is still the same, and the jewel cost is still the same. Everything is the same, and you can use for 5 times. And then if you max her 5th gate, the overall skill power increase, as well as this HP regen buff damage increase as well, except for the human. So basically, she is very specialized in all types of enemies except for the human type. Yeah, any enemies. And then the skill damage is about 9k and then about 12k. Same goes to the other skill attacks as well. And then next is, and then let's see the AOE is how big. As you can see, it's a 5x5, super big, in front of her, so that she can easily attack multiple enemies at the same time, and it doesn't attack your allies as well. And then at the same time, this, she can drain the enemy critical rate, so as long as if she drains about 2 enemies, her critical rate will be about 100, yeah, most likely. So it will be 100% critical damage. Okay, next is her sub ability. Okay, this is a very simple skill, water slash attack with stone status. Yeah, very good for PvP, most likely. But then the shooting range is only just 2 and the damage is, it's only about this high and then about this high. So the main purpose is only the stone status. And then next is, this second skill is quite powerful. It will permanently increase her critical damage, dual regen and ration block attack, as well as also increase her speed and move +2 for 1 turn, and can be stacked for 2 times for everything. But then, there is a very big weakness about this skill is, if you are using auto, it will be useless. She will not use this skill from the auto. Yeah, so beware. And then this is, this skill is almost the same as the Ambrosia and Nyx and Mera and maybe Quench, I can't remember. She will nullify all of the opponents' CTR and clock up status. So everybody in the whole map cannot use the CTR or clock up on themselves or your allies. Yeah, either way. Okay, next is her ration ability. She will have the status immune before the enemies attacks her for 1 attack. And then the effective range is in between 3 to 7. So if the opponent is using any close range attack from the range of 1 or 2 or beyond the 7, it will not activate, so beware. And then depending on the situation, you can switch this ration ability with. This ration ability will increase her physical attack and can be stacked for 3 times for 3 turns. Yeah, and then it is a counter pierce attack. But then, it is a probability, and also the shooting range is only just 2. And then you also can switch with this ration ability. When you master her 5th gate, it will have the skill upgrade with the skill counter. Yeah, and it will exhaust the enemy HP attack instead, and with the probability of the stop status. But then, the shooting range is only just 1, so it's not so easy to use. And then next is her support ability. When you master her 2nd gate, it adds extra physical attack up and further increase the pierce and slash attack, and along with the jump attack. Yeah, so it will increase her overall attack power with this passive. And then next is, it increases her physical attack, fright resistance, magic resistance, and also with the dual regen for 1 turn from the start of the map. And then if she used the normal attack or any attacks from her main skill from her job, this dual regen will activate again for another 1 turn. And then depending on the situation, you can switch this support ability with this one to increase her speed, so that it will be very easy to get to her next turn. Or you can also switch with this one to increase the moving. Yeah, either way. But then, most likely you will be equipping this one for more damage. Okay, next is her Mementos. Okay, for this Mementos visual ability is, it will permanently increase her all attack, speed, and skill dual cost down, and can be stacked for 10 times when she attacks any enemy. Yeah, include the counter attack as well. And then if you max break these Mementos, it will further increase her all attack and the speed. Yeah, so that she will have high damage and high speed at the same time. And then along with the move +1, so that she can easily move around the map and also with the magic and strike resistance. Yeah, very important, these two. And along with the attack power. Okay, next is her memento skill, VCR. It is an accessory, and then all Gratonist force units can be equipped, and it increases the speed, the attack, critical rate, and this status. Okay, it's quite good for her. And then for the weapon ability, it's actually quite powerful, especially for the arena, which is for the fighters, all types of damage will be reduced from any units except for the human, as well as it will also increase her maximum HP for fighters. Yeah, seriously, very powerful for arena and PvP. And of course even Hellquest. Yeah, so that she can easily withstand the damage, especially for the magic and strike attack, these two. But then of course, if you are fighting against the human unit, especially if the opponent is using any attacks other than the magic or strike, I think she may die quite easily. Yeah, so beware. And then next is the leader skill. It greatly increases the HP and along with the physical attack and critical. Yeah, so this leader skill is very good for all types of physical critical attacker. Yeah, with high HP. And of course, if you don't have her mementos, you can equip with any mementos that is from the Gratoni. Like for example, Julia mementos is not really that bad. It increases the physical attack and slash attack. Yeah. Or maybe you can equip with this one, also not bad, increase the physical attack and HP. Or maybe Nimu also can, with the defense versus a giant, yeah. Or maybe this one, also not bad. But then this song versus the water is not for her, but at least it increases the speed. And then next is the gears. Okay, this weapon you can get from the Genesis, Chapter 9, Part 2. And then I think you can get from the event coin gacha token thing from the start 2, if I'm not wrong. And then it increases her physical attack, magic defense, dash attack, and pierce attack. Yeah, not really that bad. But then this weapon is only can be equipped by her. Yeah, so beware. And then next is the weapon ability. It will permanently increase all types of damage against anyone except for the human. Yeah, so like for example, if you equip with this weapon, and then you use her main ability last skill with the HP regen, it will further increase the damage on the other enemies other than the human. So it's really very nice. It increases a lot of the damage. And then next is, okay, if you don't have her memento skill or VCR, you can actually equip with this accessory from the gear summon or from the beta tower coin exchange, and then it increases her dex, speed, and critical rate. Yeah, not really that bad for her, and also increase the slash and strike resistance for 3 turns. Yeah, so most likely I think with this accessory, her strike resistance will be more than 100 for 3 turns at least. Or any accessory that can increase her speed or critical will be good enough. And then next is, this accessory is from the Kuza mementos, but it is limited. And then it increases her HP, accuracy, magic resistance, and strong versus light. So this accessory is also very good for her. Or you can equip with anything that is increase her HP will be good enough, or any resistance. Yeah, either way. Okay, next is, I'm going to reduce the opponent slash and pierce resistance, and let's see the total damage increased by how much. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see her normal attack first. About this high, and then okay, 7k. And how about this skill? Okay, and then okay, and this skill about 11k and about 15k. And how about this skill? About 12k and then about 16k. Okay. Okay, next is, I'm going to increase her physical attack and stat 3 times, and along with the debuff, and let's see the total damage increased by how much. Okay, let's go. Okay, her physical attack is about 3k, and then let's see her normal attack. Okay, 12k and then 13.5k. And how about this skill? 22k and then 25 4.5k, and this one about 21.5k and 28k, and this one 23.5k and then about 31k. Okay, I'm going to try on the non-human type for this boss, and let's see the normal attack about 6k, and how about this skill about 10k, and then this one also 10k, and this one about 11k. And then how about if I reduce the opponent resistance, and then along with this buff, and let's see the total damage increase by how much. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's see her normal attack first. Okay, about 9k, and then this skill 16k, and this one also 16k, and this one about 17.6k. Okay, so conclusion is she is a very powerful attacker against all types of enemies other than a human. So just use her on the any quest that don't have any human unit. And then second thing is, if you want to use her for the arena or PvP, I think you need her mementos. Yeah, since her mementos greatly increase her HP, so that she will not die so easily. But then even if you die for mementos, at least you can use her to fight against Victoria and Kevelus. Yeah, these two units. Or any creator that is using magic attack or strike attack. Yeah, these two. Other than that, I think she may die quite easily. And then last but not least, is she a must or not? And then my answer is, she is optional. Yeah, yes, of course, she is actually very powerful, but then it's really up to you whether you want to get her or not. If you guys really want her or like her, you can just go for it. Otherwise, you can skip if you really want. So I guess that's all about Matia. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys got any question about her, please comment. See ya, sayonara.
少しは戦いがいがあればいいのですが。少しは楽しませてください。せっかくなのです。楽しみましょう。愉快ですね。せっかくなのです。楽しみましょう。せっかくなのです。楽しみましょう。この程度ではやりがいがないです。